Hello and welcome to a new watercolor video. Today I'm going to be trying out this new set of Caran d'Ache Neocolor IIs. These are the 50th anniversary special edition ones, and there's 5 sets in total. And I've also got this sketchbook to try them out in by Crayons. So these sketchbooks are highly recommended by Katie Moody on her channel, and she uses Neocolor II a lot. I absolutely love her videos. So these are really inexpensive and she swears by them. So I've got myself one, and there's all kinds of different shapes and sizes. So I've got these old 40 set that I really haven't used very much. If you watched my last video, you know that I did use them in my last video and I really enjoyed using them so much. So I'm gonna make an effort to try and use Neocolor II more. When I got these a few years back, I barely touched them. I think I swatched them out. I don't think I even tried to create any art with them. And you know what it's like when you're just overwhelmed with loads of art supplies and then there's loads of stuff that you don't get around to using. And I also did a little painting in here of this pair with them, just to like try and get the feel for how they work, and I just want to use them more. So I'm really pleased I ordered these ones. So this set is Lush, although there's no actual names on them on the tin. So these are kind of like greeny colours. We've got one purple, but the rest are all greeny blues. I'm liking the look of this one. This looks absolutely lovely. Skagen blue, it looks really nice. I don't know which ones are the new colours. Even though I've watched loads of videos on them, I just can't remember. Once these cardboard sleeves are off, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to know what's in each set. Okay, so there's the Lush, the skin tone, and I cannot bear that they open out this way. I think it's really weird. These are the skin tones. This one's called Pop. Lots of pinks and purples, really nice. This is the pastels, beautiful. And this is the darks set. Lovely dark colours. So I'm going to very quickly swatch them out, and then I'm going to try and create something with them. So these are the new sets by Caran d'Ache, and there's a little bit of controversy over them because they've got 15 new colours, but there's 3 in each set. So 7 in each set are repeat colours. So if you've already got all of the Neocolor II colours, which I think there's 84, then you're not going to want to buy all these repeats just to get the 15 new. So people are going mad about this. I've watched quite a few videos and lots of people are going mad in the comments, and I think I heard that there's 14 repeats. So if you've got the 40 set, there'll be 14 in these that are already in that, which isn't really too bad. Okay, so that's the Lush set swatched out. I'm just gonna swatch all the rest out off camera because it'll just take forever, and then I'm gonna try and work out which ones are the new ones and how many repeats I've got from the 40 set. Keep my fingers crossed that it is only 14. I'm going to be really disappointed if it's a lot of them. There's some absolutely beautiful ones. I really love this light heliotrope, this amazonite, this Skagen blue, the Ocuba green, but there's some really beautiful colours. What else did I absolutely love? Oh, I love this one, Rose of Garance, really nice, and light wine lace, that's pretty nice. So it'd be interesting to see which are the new ones. But I've just got my chart from the 40 set, and I'm just going to mark off which ones are repeats.
I just want to go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's not too bad. Especially as one of them's a white, which will get used the most. And it does show on the back here, there's asterisks next to 3 of the colours, so I'm presuming that means those are the new ones. So for the pastel set, and they give numbers. I haven't wrote the numbers down. I can maybe just guess. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Amazonite. So literally quite a lot of those that I picked out as really, really nice unusual colours are actually the new colours. I'm going to do a separate little chart with just the new colours on together. So this Skagen blue is just gorgeous. If these are just limited edition colours, like I just don't see the point in that. They should really just bring them out to purchase, because these 15 new colours are absolutely beautiful colours. Beautiful. So why wouldn't they want those in their range all the time? I find it hard to believe that they are not going to bring these out at some point, either in a set or up in stock. They're just such nice colours. Why would they do that? Some of the nicest colours.
You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
So I've picked out these colours. I'm going to use a limited palette, and I want like a pinky kind of look. I'm going to do landscape, and I want like a pink sky background. I'm going to try and keep it simple. So I'm going to use the dark garnet, the caput mortuum, rose of Garance, light heliotrope, peach blossom and white, which obviously isn't new one, but I'm going to use white as well. I might use the light wine lace as well, because I think that goes in nice with those colours. So I'm going to kind of do like a base layer. Try doing a base layer, activate it, and then put some more layers over the top. Just kind of like use it in like a watercolor way.
I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.
Small white sun, and then I'm going to cover the whole sky in the peach blossom. So this is just completely experimental. I just don't know how this is going to activate on this paper. If it turns out rubbish, I'm just going to rip the page out, because it's the first page, and I've only ever tried these on watercolor paper, I think, so this is just sketchbook paper. I think I need to get plenty of pigment on there, because otherwise there won't be enough, and then it just might be all patchy if there's not enough pigment. I'm going to add some white so that when it activates, it'll lighten it a little bit. It'll be a lighter pink, hopefully, and there'll be more pigment on there to mix with the water. kind of want some darker patches. I don't want it to be all one colour, so I'm going to make it a little bit uneven. I want the sky to be a little bit uneven. Maybe a little bit darker around the sun to make it stand out more. Maybe a little bit darker around the edges. And I'm going to add some trees, so I just want to add kind of a watery tree effect that'll kind of blend in, and then I can add some stronger details on the top when it's dried. Add a tiny little bit of the caput mortuum into that. Not the caput mortuum, the dark garnet, just to help make that a little bit darker. I might add a little bit of the light heliotrope as well. Okay, I'm going to use a square brush and just start activating and see what happens. Trying not to put too much water on there. Leave that to dry and then go in for layer 2. That was quite difficult actually. I'm not sure how this is just gonna work out on ordinary paper.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or 2. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk.
I'm going to use this brush to kind of like just slightly activate this for the trees. So this is a Pro Art Stephen Coates brush, and they're especially for trees. So just get a tiny little bit of water on it, not much, and just activate it slightly. I'm just experimenting here. If it turns out rubbish, I'll just rip the page out the book. And then using the caput mortuum, I want to just add some dark marks in the trees. In fact, that's just not really working, so try and do it this way. Tiny bit of water on the brush. I want to get like a dry brush effect. But this caput mortuum is just absolutely lovely. Why would they develop such absolutely beautiful colours? And these new 15 really are beautiful colours. For them to be a limited edition, I just can't see that myself. I think they'll bring them out open stock. And I must say, for a watercolour paper, for a non-watercolour paper, yeah, this paper is fairly good. It definitely takes mixed media. Okay, so that's picture one. I'm quite pleased with it. It has got the nice kind of, I wanted a patchy sky background, and that's turned out really well. And the washi tape's coming off the paper pretty good as well. Okay, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So it's just very simple, but I think it's quite effective, and it's just a lovely first page for the sketchbook. I think it looks really nice. So on to the next one. Next I'm going to do a pattern, like an abstract pattern or just a pattern with the same colour scheme, because I absolutely love that colour scheme. It's so nice. So I'm just gonna do this freehand, just like a freehand pattern. I've seen a pattern in a book that I've just purchased, but it's not going to be delivered for a couple of weeks, and it was like kind of like diagonal pattern. And these Neocolor IIs are just perfect, aren't they, for just quick kind of patterns. And then it just doesn't matter if it's wobbly. It'll probably still really look nice. I mean, if I didn't want it wobbly, I would use a ruler. Yeah, I'm just going to do it like quite messy. I feel like I'm just going to do tons of patterns with these Neocolors because they're just so much fun to play around with.
Soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through.
I'm really kind of enjoying just using the dry. It's really satisfying because they're just so soft and waxy. So I've had loads of lovely tips in the comments about using the white pens because of all the trouble that I have with them, and I've had quite a few tips which I've tried, and I found that soaking the tip in the alcohol worked. So thank you everyone for all the tips. I've got it to work, this one that was really bad, and then I've just tried to use it on top of the Neocolor and it wouldn't work. I don't think it's intended for, they're intended for on top of like wax. And in fact, somebody just told me in the comments of one of my videos that the Neocolor II, the wax will clog the nib up. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use them on this. So we'll have to use the white paint or possibly the Posca. I'll try the Posca pen because I don't think the nibs on the Poscas get clogged. I found that the gel pens don't do so well on granulating paints. And then I've just been told that they don't really work well with Neocolor. So anything where there's kind of gunk on the page that can be scratched off with the pen nib and block the pen nib up isn't going to work. But I think these Poscas, it's just like a little plastic point and the paint flows around the point, not in the middle of the point. So yeah, it seems to be working. I'm going to have to stick with the Posca. I'm just going to have to use the gel pens on such as alcohol, over the top of alcohol markers or watercolor paints that they're not granulating, they don't have little bits. So more kind of dye based paints such as phthalo blue and dioxazine purple, those kind of dye ones, they don't have bits. So I'm just going to either use these Poscas or paint on a paintbrush, which I need more practice at that so that I can paint finer lines. So it's just practice, isn't it? Getting good dexterity with your hands.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some.
So I've added some of this absolutely beautiful fool's gold, and this is from my handmade range, and it's from the Little Metals set. So this particular gold is actually my own mixture, like my own recipe, and as you can see, it's really bright and super glittery, really blingy. I found quite a good way to apply it in nice straight lines is to use one of these tools. Now I've completely forgot the name of it, and somebody's already told me the name of it in a previous video. I'll put the name in the description if you're wanting to get one of these, but as you can see, it's fairly easy to control. And then I make the paint quite watery, you know, so it's quite loose, and then I can easily just pour it out of one of these little pans, which are also very inexpensive, the little eyeshadow palettes, I think, and I use them for watercolors. And then I can just easily pour that in there and carry on with this beautiful mark making.
Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love.
Okay, so that's my first little play around with the new Neocolor IIs, and I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, I did that one and that one, and it was loads of fun. And I'm going to carry on. I'm going to end the video here where I'm going to carry on. And I really fancy doing like a blue theme because I really want to use this Sagan blue. Yeah, I'm going to pick a nice colour scheme, a nice limited colour palette again, and do some more. And hopefully that'll be, so I'll put that in my next video. Actually, my next video is going to be over on my colouring channel. I've just received some acrylic markers from Artex, so I'm going to make a video on my colouring channel showing those, and then I'll be back to this channel with the Neocolor II. So keep an eye out on both of my channels, because yeah, I'm definitely going to be making more videos going forward. I'm definitely, at the very least, going to have one on a week, but I'm really going to try and make more than that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Cure for the air conditioning.